You guys, running a business is so expensive. It's so expensive to run a business at times. Sometimes it's not expensive. Sometimes it is. It just depends on how you run your business. But if you're interested in hearing about what happened to my scooper truck and how much it ended up costing me and how I felt about the situation, stay tuned. I got to keep this one quick because I need to go scoop this yard, but I feel like if I don't make this video right now, I'm not going to make it for you guys. But I wanted you to think about this. In our business, we either need a car, an SUV, preferably a truck to run our business, to haul the waste away. This is for my folks that are actually hauling the waste. It's hard to put it in a car unless you have a trailer, a cargo trailer on the back of your car, which that's what I used when I started my business. Well, what happens if you only have one vehicle? If you're using your personal vehicle, you don't have an extra vehicle, an extra truck, just in case something happens. Because I've always heard if you have one, you have none. If you have two, you have one type deal. Well, my scooper truck went down. Larry called me and was like, hey, something's going on with the vehicle. This happened last week. It worked the entire day, but then it went down at the second to last house. We were able to jump it. I went and got my dad. He went over there with me. He kind of walked me through it. Larry was there too, so we were all just kind of trying to figure it out, and we got enough juice in this vehicle to get it to the shop to where it died. We literally, Larry was trailing behind me. We pulled into the shop. He parked it, and as soon as he parked it, like, the entire thing died. I started going in freak out mode because I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? How much is this going to cost? Is it like dead, or is it just like kind of dead and they're going to be able to fix it and it's going to cost me a bunch of money? So of course my mind's like going a million miles an hour. Lucky for me, I have an extra vehicle. I have the truck I'm in right now, which is my scooping truck. It's a 2020 Chevy Colorado. Then I have another 2020 Chevy Colorado. It's a burgundy one. That's what my husband uses, but he doesn't use it all the time. So whenever the other truck's down, we're able to use the two new trucks. But I don't necessarily want to use the new truck all the time. I want to keep using the older one, put the miles on it, and then when it's eventually dead, you know, move over to the new one and then get another truck in. But right now it's so hard to get vehicles. I've just been kind of like in maintenance mode. The reason why I'm making this video is think about that for your business. Like, what would you do if your vehicle went down? What's your plan of action? I want you to look into seeing how much it would cost to rent a truck from like your local vehicle renting place, so you have that kind of money in reserve, because you always want to be prepared. What the process is like, how fast are you able to get a vehicle? Can you borrow a vehicle from somebody? Do you have an extra vehicle? Say for instance you scoop out of a truck and you're able to get your hands on a car, but you can't necessarily take the waste with you. Are your customers going to be okay if you communicate with them and say, hey, listen, my scooping vehicle went down. I'm able to still scoop you, but I can't take the waste. Would they be okay with you putting the dog poop in their trash can for that week? I think most of my customers would be okay with it. I don't think it would be a problem. But if it was like an every week thing, it might become an issue. But that's something you might want to entertain, just in case you get into an accident, your vehicle goes down, or, you know, whatever happens. You always want to have a plan B. So think about that when you're starting your business or you're in your business, and just have a plan. So, all right, you guys, that was just something to think on. As always, I love to hear what you guys have to say down in the comments. Let me know what your plan is, what you do when a vehicle goes down. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Happy Tuesday, you guys. Oh, and I forgot to mention what was wrong with it. It was the alternator, and then whatever the little thing is that holds the belt to the motor, and it cost me like $480 with parts, fees, whatever it is. So it's not the worst, but it's definitely not the best. My truck has 278,000 miles on it, so I don't know. It's living on a prayer right now.